We are Baltimore. We are LA.
It is Victoria Day here in Toronto and in Canada throughout this gorgeous country. The Angels are now north of the border after taking 2 of 3 against the Baltimore Orioles. This afternoon from Toronto, it is game 1 of a 4-game set. Hi, everybody, from inside the Rogers Center. We welcome you back to Angels Baseball here on Fox Sports West, along with Mark Gubazon, Victor Rojas. And we thank you, of course, this morning back on the Pacific Coast for joining us for Angels Baseball. Now, the Angels, of course, north of the border, have played very good baseball here of late against the Toronto Blue Jays, hoping to kind of keep it going, especially on this long road trip.
Yeah, Victor, the last 8 games, they've been swinging the bat much, much better. This is a hitter-friendly ballpark, and they've been driving the ball very well, scoring some runs. That's why they've been a turnaround for the Halos. 7-1 last 8 games, mentioned that. Almost 7 runs per game, 14 home runs since August of 07, 20-11. Prior to that, 23 games under 500. So they're starting to play better ball. Albert Pujols obviously loves to hit here. A number of other hitters in this ballpark love to drive the ball, especially in the gaps.
Well, we talked about it in Baltimore. All 3 teams on this road trip that the Angels are facing, very good offensive units. The Toronto Blue Jays, same thing. So C.J. Wilson today will have his hands full.
Well, yeah, definitely with a lot of right-handed bats in this lineup, but C.J. Wilson has been throwing the ball very well of late. Take a look at our AT U-verse. Rewind C.J. Great command. His balance has been much better this season. All 4 pitches in the strike zone. He is not walking batters. He's going out there and attacking the strike zone. His fastball command, 2-seamer, very good. His slider has been very good. His changeup getting back in the counts, and that's why he's pitched so well. And speaking of pitching so well, Lowe's never stop improving. See what he has done so far on the road this season. ERA 1.25 in 3 road starts. Batting average against him 123, so he's keeping the ball in the yard. He's throwing strikes. He's being aggressive and working quickly. That's the most important thing for C.J. Wilson.
Well, we're just about ready for baseball here in Toronto. Sit back and relax. We're going to bring you the lineups and the first pitch when we return. CarMax. Start the search for your next car at CarMax. Start here. And by Jack in the Box. Jack's hottest sandwich is back. Head to Jack in the Box for Jack's Blazing Chicken Sandwich. Beautiful afternoon here in Toronto. The roof is open. One of the few times we get a chance to experience Rogers Center with the roof open, and why not? Although there was supposed to be some threat of rain at some point this afternoon. Apparently it's going to hold off long enough to keep the roof open and enjoy Victoria Day here in Canada.
Baseball is flying with this roof open, believe me.
Oh, yeah, and it's an interesting ballpark to say the least. The turf is brand new here. They are talking about putting in natural grass. I think now in 2018 is the talk, but for now they've got this new turf that's on the field. Looks great. Very spongy and very thick. Baseball has troubles shooting up the alleys because for some reason it just grabs the baseball and holds it down.
Speaking of hoping that the offense gets rolling, let's take a look at our T-Mobile game changer. With the offense shut out yesterday for the third time in the last 11 road games. Had scored runs in the previous 126 road games with the 12th longest streak in Major League history. Record being 253 by those Yankee clubs back from 1931 through 34. But the way the baseball is carrying today and the success that some of the hitters, a lot of the hitters in the Angel lineup have had here in Toronto, I look for that to change today with scoring more runs.
We shall see what the Angels and the Blue Jays have in store. The Halos playing in game number 38, find themselves at 19-18 on the season, 5.5 back of the Houston Astros, who just swept the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays have lost 5 straight. And different looking lineup as Eric Ibar will lead things off at shortstop, Mike Trout at center, Albert Pujols at first base. Still struggling to score runs with that cleanup hitter, so Cole Calhoun's going to be the cleanup man from this point forward, so it seems anyway. David Freese at third base. Matt Joyce originally the DH. He's scratched. No reason given. But Mark Krause will get that start at DH. Chris Iannetta behind the plate. Colin Cowgill left. And Johnny Giavitello batting ninth and playing second base. They're taking on the 30-year-old right-hander. Just recently turned 30. That was yesterday. His name is Todd Redmond, and he is from St. Petersburg, Florida.
Yeah, Redmond is the guy not overpowering with his fastball, a little three-quarter delivery. 88-93, tries to sink the fastball. A lot of sliders. And now being back in that rotation, he will throw a changeup and an occasional curveball also. The keys for me, the go-tos, top of the order success. Get those guys on base. Eric Ibar and, of course, Mike Trout. And then lead the lefties. Lefty power with Cole Calhoun and Krause. Need to be able to have that baseball been driven today against a tough right-hander, especially against right-handed batters. For Redmond, it's been a tough go of late against right-handed pitching in general for the Angels. So need those lefties today.
Check out the defense for the Toronto Blue Jays this afternoon. Valencia, Pilar, and Colabello in the outfield from left to right. Donaldson, Goins, Tollison, and Encarnacion from third to first. Plenty of syllables in this defense here. Russell Martin behind the plate.
And Kevin Pilar, pride of Chaminade High School, playing outstanding center field for Toronto. 7 outfielders, says 0 errors in his career as an outfielder. That's 99 starts for Kevin Pilar.
Oh, so you're saying today's the day. The goose egg is off the board.
Yes, indeed.
He has made some spectacular plays, highlight reel plays already this season. Todd Redmond was not the scheduled starter for today. We found that out earlier this morning, as the first one today is outside for ball one. It's supposed to be Aaron Sanchez, with the Blue Jays making the change to Redmond. This is his first start of the year. You could pencil this one as a bullpen game as Ibar chops this one to short. Goins, Encarnacion, and there's the first down of the ball game.
That's one thing with Redmond. When he's on his game, he's going to get some ground ball action. There's a little bit as far as the infielders. For the most part, they're going to play a little more shallow. The ball does not go through this new turf real well, especially when you hit the ball in the gap here. It'll slow down. So if you're a hitter and you hit one in the gap, think in terms of getting and going for that extra base and forcing the outfielder to charge the baseball.
Mike Trout gets jammed, pulls one to third. Josh Donaldson has it. 2 down. Mentioned Redmond making his first start of the season. He has pitched against the Angels 4 career games, 1 start, no record, a 2.19 ERA. 12 and a third innings, 13 hits, 10 strikeouts, and 2 walks against the Angels, but most of that, as we said, as a reliever. This is a pitching staff for Toronto that is the worst in the American League. 4.78. Starters have an ERA of over 5.27. The Angels offense, well, we've talked about it quite a bit. So it's something's got to give here today. As Albert takes up and away. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Pujols hitting .231, 6 home runs, 14 RBIs. Multi-hit game yesterday with a double and a single in the 9th inning. Roberts' double, his 5th of the season. This one's on the corner.
Well, you can notice his delivery. Redmond way drops his elbow. When he stays downstairs, very effective. But when he elevates his fastball from that angle, it becomes extremely hittable.
There's that drop and good sinking action there at the knees. 1 and 2.
And most sinker ball pitches, when they're down around the knees or below, very effective. When they elevate, not as effective.
Slider gets Pujols. The Angels go down in order. We'll head to the bottom of the 1st inning. C.J. Wilson on the mound to face a very good Blue Jays offense. We have no score. Gibbons starting lineup for the Toronto Blue Jays. Mentioned they've lost their last 5, so they find themselves at 17 and 22 in last place in the American League East. An interesting lineup here. Josh Donaldson leading things off for the 2nd time this year. He's at 3rd base. Jose Bautista, the DH. Edwin Encarnacion at 1st base. Russell Martin, the cleanup hitter, doing the catching. Danny Valencia in left. Chris Colabello is in left. Kevin Pillar at center. Steve Tollefson at 2nd. And it is Ryan Goins batting 9th and playing shortstop. Taking on C.J. Wilson. Rolls into this one with a 2-2 record and a 2.63 ERA.
Yeah, he's been throwing the ball so well, especially on the road. We talked about that in the opening. His fastball command has been excellent. His pace has been very good. Talk about his fastball and his arsenal. Fastball, 64% of his pitches. That's a cut fastball, a 2-seam fastball. Very good changeup. His slider, a swing and miss pitch, and his curveball pitch to get back into counts.
Donaldson hitting .307, 8 home runs and 25 runs batted in. Picked up in a trade. Oakland Athletics. The Angels very familiar with Donaldson. All-Star a season ago. Now 29 years of age. Career highs in home runs and RBIs last year. He hits this one into center field, a rocket, and it's a leadoff single.
Yeah, early on, it's going to be important for CJ to try to get those ground balls and double plays, trying to avoid any big innings, because Toronto has been struggling, and they're going to be out there swinging hard early.
There's the Angels defense. Colin Callaghan on left, Mike Trout at center, Cole Calhoun in right. The infield has David Freese and Eric Ibar on the left side, Johnny Giavatello and Albert Pujols on the right. Chris Sinetta behind the dish.
And speaking of getting ground balls, especially with all these right-handed bats, David Freese should be very, very active at third base. Fielding percentage this year at .959. Last year, career high at .966. Has been very good so far on this road trip. Made some excellent plays in Baltimore.
Bautista, the DH, looks at a breaking ball for a strike. is .216, now 34 years of age, 6 home runs and 20 runs batted in. It's a Jays team that overall is 7th in the American League in batting average, 5th in home runs, and they are 1st in runs scored. They have scored even 200 runs already through the first 39 games.
They are running very well too. 22 stolen bases, only been caught twice.
And they crush left-handed pitching. A .314 team batting average against lefties. 1-1 pitch inside. And there's 2 balls and a strike. So I would imagine, since we are just underway here, that as aggressive as C.J. Wilson has been in his previous starts this year, might just be a little bit more tentative, considering the fact that he is facing a good lineup against left-handed pitching, and he has struggled in this ballpark. It is 3 balls and 1 strike.
That's why he looks like he's going off speed early, and then he's going off the plate with a fastball. But if you've been successful working down in the strike zone, especially with a 2-seam fastball, getting a lot of quick ground ball outs, especially with this field turf here, I just stay that same course.
3-1, chopper to the left side. That'll sneak through for a base hit. So back-to-back singles. And they bring up Encarnacion.
Both hitters is behind in the count, and both hitters base hits. 3-1 count, 1-0 count to Donaldson. But still, CJ's always been that guy to be able to avoid those big innings, getting a ground ball double play. Only Rick Porcello has had more the last 5 seasons when it comes to ground ball double play. CJ Wilson very good at that.
Edwin Encarnacion, team leader in hitting into double plays with 7 this year. Visit by Chris Iannetta. Encarnacion hitting .232, 9 home runs, 24 runs batted in. Back-to-back singles for Toronto. Swing and a miss. And if you go back a couple of days ago and you watch Dallas Keuchel pitching against Toronto, it's essentially what Jared Weaver and Matt Shoemaker did against the Baltimore Orioles. Very aggressive bunch. You really got to throw the off-speed pitch and keep those guys off balance. And if you stay firm, they're going to back leg every pitch.
Keep the ball down.
1 ball, 1 strike.
You have a guy at the plate here who's already grounded into 7 double plays. It's great to see Shu go out and pitch so well in Baltimore. Richards was outstanding yesterday, and Weaver the first game of the series. The pitching staff, starting staff, has been unbelievable this season, especially of late.
Yeah, the staff, overall staff, is first in the American League in ERA, 3.37. Encarnacion shoots out and foul up the first base side. 1-2.
That's the pitch. It's really worked well for CJ of late. He's gone back to using his cut fastball. Learned that game against Kansas City with all the right-handed bats in there. He didn't get inside with his cut fastball, and they were able to drive the ball to the whole field because he was looking out over the plate.
That was his second start of the year in which he gave up 7 runs, 6 earned in 5 2/3. That's been the one game that has haunted him this year. Everything else has been solid. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Down goes Encarnacion, and there's the first down.
It's a big strikeout for CJ and the Angels. Like I said, their back-to-back hits to start off the game. Good slider.
Good bite to that pitch as well. So Donaldson still at second, Bautista at first, and Russell Martin, the catcher, at the plate. Signed a 5-year deal in the offseason. Spending the last couple of seasons with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Martin, the cleanup hitter today, hitting .284 on the season. 7 home runs, 21 runs batted in. From Canada, born in East York, Ontario. Makes his home in Chelsea in the province of Quebec. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Another good changeup. So far, the last 3 batters, CJ started off Bautista with a curveball, Encarnacion with a curveball, Martin with a changeup. So he's going against that normal thing where you see him to challenge right away with a fastball. So he's using his head right here now, going off speed early on. Then you could challenge with a fastball, certain spots.
2 balls and 1 strike. 11th game of his career in this ballpark for C.J. Wilson. 6th start, 1-4 record of 5.40 ERA. Halos went down in order. Toronto, a couple of base hits, now a strikeout. First down here in the bottom of the first. Martin now with a 3-1 count. Danny Valencia on deck. While the starters have given the Angels some length, much needed length over the weekend as far as innings are concerned, saving up the bullpen, especially with no off days for a while. It's imperative to keep the pitch count in check. Martin chops this one to short. Ivar to Giavotella for 1. The relay, no relay. Couldn't get the ball out of the glove. See how slowly that ball gets to the shortstop there. Keeps the inning alive as Martin reaches on the fielder's choice. 2 outs.
Quality pitch for CJ to get that slow roll to the short, though. Got on the reach for that pitch. But you have to almost play a little bit closer up to be able to turn a double play with this slow field turf.
First and third, 2 down. Danny Valencia at the plate. Off to a good start. 5 doubles, 6 runs batted in.
Another all-speed pitch, first pitch. Valencia 6 for 18 in his career versus CJ. 333 batting average with 4 RBI.
One ball, 1 strike. Valencia last year started the season with Kansas City, acquired by Toronto. Originally a Minnesota Twin, came up as a third baseman. Here's the 1-1 pitch. 1-2.
Lower part of the strike zone. Little cutter. Maybe a chance to throw that slider down and in.
Broken bat roller up the line. That is just foul. And that's that pitch you were talking about that's been very effective for CJ this year.
When that ball was on the handle of the bat. Just foul. What that allows CJ to open up the outer part of the plate, whether for his changeup, curveball, even his two-seam fastball. Otherwise, they're just looking out over the plate each and every swing.
Donaldson, the base runner, at third base, and Russell Martin at first. CJ really slowing things down. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Angels getting shut out yesterday by Baltimore. Took 2 of 3 from the Orioles. 3-0 the final yesterday. 4-game series here in Toronto. Then it's off to Boston for 3 before returning home next Monday. About that.
That was a mistake pitch there by CJ. Chris Iannetta wanted that fastball inside. It was right out over the plate. Valencia loves that elevated fastball. Fouled that one straight back. Anytime when you're on the mound and you see a hitter foul something straight back, you better throw something different the very next pitch. I still think that breaking ball down and in has a chance to get a swing and miss.
Chopper back to the mound. CJ has it. And Wilson works out of it. 1 complete here, Toronto. We're scoreless.
For this game, will rush to a Toronto man closer to the heart. Look to get that fastball to the heart of the plate and do some damage. Don't chase out of the strike zone. Bring it back to that middle of the plate and score some runs, especially early on here.
Cole Calhoun, David Freese, and Mark Krause here in the second to face John Redmond, who had a 1-2-3 first, including a punch out. Cole batting in that cleanup spot, trying to get some action going for the Halos. This one's lifted out to left. And see it back. He's underneath it. He'll make the catch for the first down. Angels swept 13 straight games down without getting an RBI from the cleanup spot. Eric Ibar batted there in the last couple of games. Looks like Cole will be that guy moving forward, at least until someone takes over. But this is an ever-evolving lineup for Mike Scioscia. The only two spots that you know for sure are going to be Trout in the 2 spot and Pujols in the 3 hole. And the argument could be made that Mike Trout probably should be batting in the 3 spot and dropping down Albert as well. But until the Angels offense gets going, if it does get going, Mike's going to continue to tinker with the lineup a little bit.
He has no choice at that point.
Yep.
Freese had an excellent round of batting practice today, and he's in a very good hitters count right now.
And he hits one out to left. Sound like he got that one off the end of the bat. 2 down.
Just a little too quick. And because of that, gets that baseball towards the end of the bat. Talking to Don Baylor about Mark Krause today, and we talked about it in yesterday's game. Was patient enough to get into 3-1 counts, eventually end up striking out. He wants him to be more aggressive because you might get that good pitch to drive and do damage first pitch.
Krause 1 for 11 with 6 punch outs. 1 RBI.
And these are one of those positions now where Don Baylor wants a power hitter and Mark Krause to do damage here. Even expand the strike zone a little bit.
On the corner for a strike. Two-one pitch. Just off the plate.
Boy, Martin has that reputation of being a great pitch framer. He got that pitch before called a strike. That was well off the plate. Tried to get that one also. Almost the same exact spot. Keeps that glove there, frames it well. Every once in a while you'll get that call when you don't move your glove.
And he works the walk. 2 out, base on balls. Almost as if Redmond being very careful against Krause. You wonder if maybe there's some history down in the minor leagues between the two where Krause has gotten them. Very tentative. The Angels will take it. It's their first base runner of the ball game. And up steps Chris Iannetta.
Iannetta's had some good numbers in his career against Toronto. And very good numbers here in this ballpark, over 400. 409 career hitter here with 2 home runs and 5 RBI.
And a multi-hit game on Friday night. He's his average of 123. There's 1 double, 3 RBIs.
Little drop down fastball. Like it got the lower part of the strike zone, didn't get the call.
No. Manny Gonzalez calling the balls and strikes this afternoon. Sean Barber at first, Paul Schreiber at second, and Jim Reynolds over at third. Umpiring crew for this 4-game set. One pitch. This is down and in. 2 balls and 1 strike. Redmond has pitched at Buffalo. AAA. 4 games, 1 start, 1-1 record of .450 ERA. Broke camp with Toronto and then got designated for assignment about 2 weeks into the season. Iannetta gets one out toward left center field. Towering shot playable for Pilar as he moves to his right. And the Angels are down here in the second. Well, to the bottom of the second. Scoreless. The Angels all season long with MLB.com at bat. #1 app for live baseball. At bat up to the moment, at any moment, with everything you want and more.
And more.
Yeah.
At any moment.
At any moment. Get MLB.com at bat for your smartphone or tablet today. Chris Colabello, Kevin Pillar, Steve Tollison, 6, 7, and 8 for Toronto here in the second. Jay Wilson worked out of a potential situation in the first inning. Colabello takes upstairs. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Colabello, the right fielder today, in 4-13 with a home run and 6 runs batted in. It's in his first 12 games wearing the Blue Jays uniform this year. Now 3-0.
They will be hacking here. Toronto is very aggressive. John Gibbons has given him the green light. Any batter in this lineup, because they're all bad offense.
He's hitting .583 against left-handed pitching this year.
So he definitely has a green light here.
I believe he may be seeing the ball well. 3-0. And he'll draw the 4-pitch walk.
And now it's time for Tools of the Trade, brought to you by Ram Trucks. Kevin Pillar coming to the plate. We'll take a look at some of those outstanding plays he has made this season for Toronto, going over the wall to make an unbelievable catch earlier in the season. Then going back here once again, up against the wall, and slams into the wall and holds on to the baseball. A very good athlete, plays basketball and football and center field back in high school.
All that much more to a 70s disco beat. I love it.
Can't beat that.
I love it. I bet he could dance too.
Oh, yeah.
Pillar looks at the strike. Teach him all those moves.
No
Studio 54. Your days?
Oh, yeah. Hey, why wouldn't I?
No doubt. Center fielder hitting .240 with a home run and 15 runs batted in. One ball, one strike. Pillar last year played in 53 games for Toronto at .267. A couple of home runs, 7 runs batted in.
Very quick on the inside pitches. Had troubles pitches away, though.
26 years of age. Time was called. For Cal State, Dominguez Hills, 32nd round pick, 2011.
Just got married this offseason.
You look at some of the guys in the lineup today for Toronto. It's down at 2-1. Mentioned the 32nd round pick, right? Redmond, the pitcher, 39th round selection in '04 by Pittsburgh. Danny Valencia was a mid-round pick. It doesn't necessarily mean that kind of a wash, if you will, as this one's shot foul down the right field line.
That's the importance of scouting, getting out there and seeing these players play.
And we're getting to that point too now.
An Angel fan down there.
That's why you hear the boo birds. Like it's his fault he's sitting by himself.
Yes.
Well, with his girl.
Catches some sun with the roof open here.
And he gets the ball.
Yes.
But we're getting close to the draft coming up here in July. 2-2. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. 1 down. Pilar doesn't like the call.
CJ might have gotten the call a little bit off the plate inside. Nice job by Iannetta framing it. Just off the inside corner.
Second punch out for Wilson. 1 out, man on. Tollison at the plate. Tollison, the second baseman, 250 on the year. His 12th game as well.
Tollison 3 for 7 in his career versus CJ, 429 batting average.
Good off speed. His dad Wayne played the big leagues.
Remember him well.
Yeah. Pulled foul. Another son of a former big leaguer, Lance McCullers Jr. making his major league debut, I think, tonight against for Houston. Big prospect for the Astros organization. See, now it's getting to the point where it's guys that you played with.
Yes.
Their sons are at the major league level.
I know. It makes me feel really good. Thanks for pointing that out.
It's kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
This one pulled down the line. Nothing Frias can do. Rounding second and heading to third is Colabello. And he is in there safely.
Well, that was played extremely well by Calgill. He cut that off before. You know, like you talked about how slow this turf is. Normally that's off the wall and it may be tricky going down in the corner. But he realized earlier today they were fielding ground balls and fly balls out there. You have to go try to cut it off, and he did so. It made it even a closer play at third than you would even think. Well done by Calgill, but Tollison once again now a good swing against CJ. 4 for 8 now in his career. Boy, back in the old day when this was regular turf, that would have got around that corner quickly.
Almost no chance unless someone falls down to get an inside the park home run.
Exactly.
Infield back for the Halos. Ryan Goings at the plate. He's the shortstop. Goings hitting 229. 1 double, 2 triples, 7 runs batted in.
Goings is 118 batting average against left-handed pitching.
Jose Reyes is on the disabled list. 1 ball, 1 strike. Reyes has missed 19 games now. A double by Tollison, his 4th of the year. 3rd hit allowed by CJ. He worked out of a 2-on nobody out situation in the first. And there's a strike. 1-2 now. Trying to do second and third with 1 out situation here in the second. Next pitch will be his 40th already. And we kind of sense that he might kind of take this approach, navigating through this lineup. It's very aggressive against left-handed pitching. A little chopper to the right side. It's maybe not score a run as Albert throws home. Not a very good throw. The run scores and it's 1-0.
Yeah, Albert thought with using the bare hand he'd be able to get in that one motion, but still didn't get quite the handle he anticipated. and going to a good speed running down the line. And CJ was going to be in position, but because Albert was committed to that throw to home because he was going away from his throw to first base, a low throw to home.
See how they rule that. Fielder's choice or infield base hit. So 1-0 Toronto. Here's Josh Donaldson. It's a base hit for Goins. Picks up his 8th RBI. Tollefson ends up at third base. Donaldson, leadoff single. Bottom of the first. He's 1 for 1. People looking to strike.
That was a changeup from CJ. That ran on the inner half. Used the whole throw his changeup on the outer part of the plate and down.
Fouled back. Donaldson in his career now 7 for 27 against C.J. Wilson. A couple of home runs.
He definitely doesn't get cheated on his swing.
No. Infield looking for that double play ball. Giavotella toward the middle. Big hole on the right side.
Unusual to see Donaldson hitting in that top spot in the lineup. He's right on top of the plate. That's why you would think he's susceptible to CJ's cut fastball.
He pulls this one down the line. That's a fair ball. It'll bring in Thomason. Heading to third is Goins, and he is out.
Again, played well by Calgill. Cutting that off. Perfect throw by Calgill, preventing a potential huge inning here for Toronto. Right down the line, right over that corner of the base. Stays fair, but he charged it well. And Freese gets right back to the base and scoops and drives the tag and gets going to third base.
How often do you see two doubles down the line that don't even get to the wall that juts out toward the foul line? And we're not talking about little off the end of the bat doubles. They've both squared up well.
Yeah, these weren't slow rollers down the line. These were hit. Normally, like I said, at the old turf here, especially when they first opened this stadium, it would be flying around in the corner. Take a look how thick that is. I would have not mind pitching in this yard now.
Yeah. Bautista swinging a miss on the breaking ball. Donaldson gets credited with his 10th double, his 26th run batted in. It's a 2-0 Blue Jays lead.
You can actually get a ground ball out in this field now, and also very difficult to get triples here. You can prevent doubles just by being aggressive in the outfield, trying to cut off the angle.
Oh, 1 up and in. Bautista had a single in the first, so he's 1 for 1. One pitch. That is outside. 2 balls, 1 strike.
It almost looked like CJ tried to quick pitch that time. He'll do that on occasion to throw off a timing of a hitter who's had success against him. 46 pitches already for CJ, 23 in each inning. He's been very economical as far as his pitch count so far this year.
Donaldson over at second base. Bautista breaks his bat, hits one out to left field. Calgill not going to get there. He gets by it. Donaldson will score. Bautista on his way to second, and it's 3-0 now. Bautista with his 8th double of the year, 21st run batted in. Valiant effort by Colin Calgill, because that ball broke the bat of Bautista off the end of the bat.
He did everything he could to get to this baseball. Great diving effort by Calgill. But another double in this inning for the Blue Jays. Mike Butcher's going to go out now to talk to C.J. Wilson, but just under the glove of Calgill, who's made some outstanding defensive plays as far as cutting off doubles down the line already this inning. Could catch that double on the dive.
That's 4 straight hits allowed by Wilson. And fortunate enough that Goins was thrown out at third base for the second down of the inning. Otherwise, we're talking about a 4-0 lead with just one out. Long conversation, and Manny Gonzalez has joined in on it as well. Edwin Encarnacion due up. One of two strikeout victims for C.J. Wilson. (3-0) Toronto, seventh man to bat in the inning. And a wild pitch now will advance Bautista to third.
Well, real important for CJ it is to stop this damage here for Toronto, especially where the offense is going of late. Break a ball in the dirt. That's one of those breaking balls, though, as a catcher, you should be able to keep and smother in front of you. Even though that spin's different on the dirt.
No doubt.
It's a fifth wild pitch this year for CJ.
That's one of those where you got to anticipate breaking the ball in the dirt. Encarnacion takes inside. It's 2-0.
It is extremely important as a catcher to block one of those pitches, because now as a pitcher with a man on third, you're more apt not to throw that nasty swing and miss slider into the dirt. If he gets ahead of the count, you've taken away that potential really good pitch that CJ has.
This one lifted foul and out of play. The first base side. And there's not a whole lot of room here between home and the backstop at the Rogers Center. But still, especially when you're talking about a breaking ball, you just never know how that ball is going to spin and hit. But Chris was late in attempting to block that. 2-1 pitch. It's in there.
Change up.
Encarnacion gave up on that ball, that pitch, very quickly.
He was anticipating a fastball.
Yeah.
So if you're on the mound, I'm throwing anything but a fastball here against him.
He went down swinging on the slider, and a very good one in the first inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. And he lays off now. A good block there. Full count. Russell Martin on deck. Long second inning. 4 hits allowed, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. And the next pitch will be the 30th thrown by Wilson here in the second. (3-2). That is pulled and off the glove of Freese in the left. Again, a nice effort by Freese, but that was a rocket off the bat of Encarnacion. It's 4-0 now.
He almost made an unreal catch at third, Freese. The ball was squared up. The prep step, he was ready. Line drive, full extension on the dot, just off the end of the glove. Starting to get some comfortable swings against CJ, which we have not seen this entire season outside of the Kansas City Royal game.
Also, Martin looks at a strike. Reached on the fielder's choice in the first inning. Russell last year with Pittsburgh hit .290 with 11 home runs and 67 runs batted in. That's one of those that I would imagine that if Brian Cashman had to do it all over again, Russell Martin would still be wearing pinstripes. Swing and a miss. Good hard breaking ball.
Sometimes it does. I mean, a lot of people just look at numbers as far as offensive numbers, but what a catcher can do with your pitching staff as far as he gets no less than 4 or 5 pitches a game that would be called balls because of his pitch framing ability, that he gets those pitches on the corners or just off the corners as well as anybody I've seen in a long time.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Got 2 years with the Yankees, 2011 and 2012. First coming up with the Dodgers. Left as a free agent, signed a 2-year deal with Pittsburgh, and now a 5-year deal with Toronto. Encarnacion with a short lead at first. Martin shoots one to right, another base hit. Encarnacion will stop at second. And the inning continues for Toronto. It'll be Danny Valencia coming up.
Might see some movement down in the bullpen shortly now.
CJ has good stuff. He's just not fooling many guys. He's putting himself in a position where you see these hitters counts where he gets ahead and all of a sudden becomes a hitter's count.
Well, when you look back at some of his games of late, how many quick outs did he get? 2-3 pitch outs.
Yep.
Well, there's been a lot of long at bats, a lot of pitches thrown to each batter for CJ in this game.
8 hits allowed, and Valencia looks at a breaking ball for a strike.
I mean, he started off a lot of hitters with curveballs and changeups, and that's fine at times, but you also got to get back to the thought process. I still have a very good 2-seam fastball that they can hit the ball on the ground, and I can get a ground ball at an infielder.
Vinny Pistano is the first man up for the Angels in the pen. One and two.
And another batter in this lineup for Toronto with good numbers against a left-handed starter.
Encarnacion at second, Martin at first. Valencia chops this one over to third. Freeze will go the short way, and they do force out Martin to end the inning, but not for fourth. Toronto strikes for 4 runs. We will head to the third. Halos trailing it. Let's take a look at the Honda upcoming schedule. 3 more after this one here in Toronto with a night getaway game on Thursday before heading off to Boston for the weekend series. Then it's home for a nice little homestand. San Diego, Detroit, and Tampa Bay.
See our old Buddy Black with the San Diego Padres manager.
Halos here in the third inning of Calgill, Giavotella, and then Ibar, 8-9-1. Redmond with 1 strikeout, 1 walk.
And earlier, John Gibbons, manager for the Jays, said about Redmond in the first start of the season here in the big leagues that there's no pitch count. He's going to go with feel. If he's getting hitters out, he may throw 90, 100, 110 pitches, or if he's struggling, he may be out after 70 pitches. So there's no specific pitch count for him today.
This one's popped up on the infield. Redmond seems to be going back for it. He falls down, but the second baseman, Tollison, with a sliding catch. Nice play by Tollison for the first out. Go ahead. Go ahead. Pitchers what? They're the
know how to get out of the way.
They're the greatest what?
Signal callers. I got it. No, you take it.
Going down the hill, the back slope, going backwards, and having to deal with the sunshine.
That's why you point right away. You got it. I made the pitch. You make the play.
That's a nice play. And here's Giavitelli. He'll look at a strike.
That had a chance to be on the highlight reel for a long time, but if he didn't get out of the way at the end and that ball dropped in.
Yeah.
Still might make a few highlights anyhow.
No balls, 2 strikes on Giavitelli, hitting .265 with a home run and 14 runs batted in. Giavitelli chases the slider. 2 outs.
They gave him a different arm angle. Drop down slider.
Second strikeout for Redmond. And we'll spin the lineup back to the top with Eric Ibar coming up.
It's one thing he could do. Change the arm angles. Not overpowering for sure. Drops it to be able to sink a fastball. Same thing with his slider to have a little more of a break to it.
Johnny Giavitelli now with that strikeout, 1 for his last 15. That's going back to a multi-hit game he had. Ibar grounded out to short in the first, so he's 0 for 1.
That's his changeup. He's starting to throw more now as a starter. Before it was this fastball slider. Now he's going to mix in a changeup.
Ibar lifts one out toward right center. Pilar calling for it. Colabello calling for it. Pilar wins. The Angels go down in order as Redmond delivers a shutdown inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd. 4-0 Toronto. I want to remind you that this Saturday MLB on Fox Sports 1 continues as the Brewers take on the Braves at 12:30 Pacific. Then at 4, it's the return of Baseball Night in America on Fox. The Angels square off against the Red Sox. Coverage begins at 12:30 Pacific on your home for baseball every Saturday. Fox and Fox Sports 1. Colabello, Pilar, and Tolleson for Toronto here in the third. Those are the same three that led off the second. And C.J. Wilson, first one outside. Wilson ended up facing all 9 batters in that second inning, giving up 4 runs on 5 hits. Colabello drew a 4-pitch walk to lead off the second, also scored a run. Two balls, 1 strike.
Well, CJ can use a real quick inning here to be able to go deeper in this ball game. Otherwise, Mike Scioscia is going to be forced down in that bullpen a lot earlier than anticipated.
Missed hit. Full count. Pitch staying away from him.
But this Toronto club does not miss fastballs. That was fouled straight back once again. We talked about that in our opening. He had given up 3 total earned runs in his previous 3 road starts. 4 already in 2+ innings here in Toronto. He's had a tough time in this ballpark. Talked about that earlier also.
Three-two, and he lays off. Did not go, says the first base umpire, Sean Barber. So it's a leadoff walk to strike the third. 2 walks that CJ has issued, both been to Colabello. And here comes Pilar, a strikeout victim. His first time up. Big healthy hack right there.
Pilar had a little discussion with Manny Gonzalez after being called out his last at bat, so he better expand the strike zone here for a young hitter. Questioning a call from an umpire.
This one fouled back to the right. It's 0-2. Lays off, ball in the dirt, gets away from Ionetta, and Colabello will advance. Second wild pitch of the game.
Mike Scioscia, knowing that the offense has struggled so much of late, put a lot of burden on the pitching staff to keep all these games close, and they've been pitching so well. Some difficult tasks early on, though, for CJ against this Jays lineup.
Pilar lifts one out toward right, not very deep. Cole comes in. He'll make the catch. Colabello's tagging. Here comes a throw from Calhoun, and it is not in time. Just a little bit out toward the outfield side of third base. Freeze unable to hang on to it, so 1 out and a man at third.
Got 3 behind the throw very well. Cole did, and just up off the third base bag, and then Freeze tried to quickly catch it and apply the tag, but couldn't do so. Just far enough away for the base, but still a strong throw once again by Cole Calhoun.
Broken bat pop up to Giavotella. 2 outs. Big out there with a man at third base. CJ will face Ryan Goins on an infield base hit and RBI. Born and raised in Round Rock, Texas, a suburb of Austin. Dallas Baptist University. Drafted in '09 by Toronto. Upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Nice block.
That was well done by Chris Iannetta. That's a nasty breaking ball in the dirt. Good technique. Keep that in front. Chris gets his body down, the glove in perfect position to keep it in front of him. Well played by Chris Iannetta.
That's hit towards short. Backhanded by Ibarb. And CJ works around a lead-off walk. 3 in the books here in Toronto. The Halos will have Trout, Pujols, and Calhoun coming up, down 4-0. Toronto, top of the 4th inning. I want to remind you that the Angels will host the Padres on May 27th. That's a 7:05 start. And fans in attendance will receive a military rally monkey courtesy of Jack in the Box while supplies last. Purchase your tickets today at the Angels Stadium ticket office or online at angels.com. Mike Trout to lead things off here against Todd Redmond. He's faced just 1 over the minimum because of the walk he issued to Kraus with 2 outs in the 2nd. 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. Not allowed a hit. Trout 0 for 1 as he grounded out to 3rd. 1 ball, 1 strike. Slider that misses outside.
We're just glad to get through those first 3 innings. Last 3 games here on this road trip for the Angels, including today. 1 base runner in the first 3 innings for the Halos. Through the first 3 innings of each of those games.
Yeah. Baldo Mennick and Mike Wright. 9 up, 9 down to start. Then Calhoun with singles. And here it was 5 up, 5 down, a walk. And then he's retired the next 4. Two-2 pitch. And Trout goes down swinging for the first down here in the 4th.
Here's your DraftKings players to watch in this game. Talked about Albert Pujols and Cole Calhoun, with Pujols coming into play. Career hitter at Toronto for Pujols, 322 in 14 games. And Cole Calhoun in Toronto, 5 for 10 coming into this game. Back-to-back hitters now, hopefully putting those numbers up here in Toronto once again.
1 ball, no strikes on Albert. Pujols a strikeout victim to end the first. And Albert gets into one out to deep left field. Forget about it. Oh, long gone. A big fly for Albert Pujols. 4-1 Toronto.
So we just got to bring up that graphic every once in a while. DraftKings. That's what it's all about. Pujols, mammoth home run. His 7th of the season. Did that go a long way?
Yes, it did. 527th of his career.
That felt like it had some distance to go also. That one, I'm a fan. I'm not in any hurry to catch this ball. That two-seamer that stayed upstairs. When you're a sinker ball pitcher, you elevate, and it gets elevated a long way. Wow, was that ball crushed.
Calhoun hits one out to straightaway center field. Pilar giving chase, gets turned around, pulls up. That's off the top of the wall. Cole on his way to second with a 1-out double.
It's all about timing. Off the wall, dead center field for Cole Calhoun. Right down the heart of the plate. That short, compact, through that baseball swing. Right off the 400-foot sign in center field for Cole Calhoun. Almost had back-to-back home runs.
So back-to-back hits, the home run and a double. Man in scoring position for David Freese. He fouls the first one back.
Another good swing. You know, second time through swings now against Redmond.
Breaking ball for a strike. Here's the 0-2. David takes that pitch just off the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fly ball to left field for Freese. His first plate appearance. Here's the 1-2. Check swing. Did not go. Four-1 Blue Jays here in the 4th. 1 out and a man at second. Freese pulls this one to left field, a base hit. Cole will be stopped at third. So 3 consecutive hits after Redmond had kept the Angels hitless through 3 1/3.
Another good swing. Freese pitch up. Drills that ball between short and third. Now with this one swing to bat from Krause, we get a tie game.
Krause drew a walk in the second. I mentioned at the beginning of the game that Matt Joyce was scheduled to be the DH today. But a late scratch. Krause got the opportunity instead. 1 ball, no strikes. Krause drew a walk. The only base on balls issued by Redmond. There's Matt. One and one.
He's trying to get something on the inner half of the plate. Been pitched away a lot, especially early in the count.
Redmond tried to quicken up or something on that one.
You're starting to sense he doesn't feel real comfortable on the mound after 3 very good innings to start with. Just a walk allowed.
Fouled back into the mitt. Evens up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Calhoun standing at third, Freeze at first. Outfield straight around for Toronto. Now the 2-2. This is fouled back. Not a full overshift as we saw with the Orioles, but going to shortstop, playing across toward the middle. Donaldson way off the line at third.
Well played in the stands.
Krause takes the wild pitch down and in, gets by Martin. Calhoun will score. So it's 4-2 now. Krause just did avoid getting hit by that pitch. Freeze ends up at second. Looked like it got the leg of home plate umpire Manny Gonzalez.
Exactly. When you're looking away, then all of a sudden you get a fastball that far off the inside corner. Very difficult to get your body over there as a catcher to prevent that from getting away from you.
Martin was set up outside. Now, is that a product of trying to throw a 2-seamer, trying to, I don't know, I guess force a 2-seamer away? Just held on to it too long?
It's what he was trying to do. He was trying to bring that back on the outside corner. And when the way he throws his fastball, if he drops his elbow, and he tries to drop it sometimes, he drops too much, then it ends up being almost like a cut fastball coming back across the plate. That's why it's really tough to repeat your mechanics when you drop your arm as much as he does.
3-2. Fouled back off of Martin and into the seats. Wilson had a long inning in the second. Redmond's turn here in the fourth. 4-2 Toronto. Another 3-2. Krause skies on the left. Valencia comes in. 2 outs. It's up to Chris Iannetta to keep this inning alive. Chris 0 for 1 as he lifted a fly ball his first time out.
Some action in the bullpen for the Jays now.
Netted Tardy on the fastball, and it's an 0-1 count. Nice catch by a young fan who brought the glove.
And it's not about the pitch count.
Right-hander up for Toronto.
It's all about how effective he could be out on the mound.
Yeah, and just one start combined between AAA and here. This is the second one. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. Iannetta through that one. It's 1-2. Breaking ball out toward the alley in right center field. That will get down and go to the wall. Freese will come in to score. Iannetta on his way to second. It's an RBI double, and it draws the Angels within a run.
That swing by Pujols all of a sudden started the bats to get alive again. 3 runs already in this inning. Slider that just kind of stays out over the plate. And Iannetta, that's the swing we saw in the past from Iannetta, where he was successful just driving the ball the other way instead of trying to pull that pitch.
Just his 2nd extra base hit of the season, picks up his 4th RBI. And it'll prompt a visit to the mound. Ryan Tepera, the right-handers, should be just about ready to go. Pete Walker, the pitching coach, out there. When we start play once again, it'll be Colin Cowgill batting with a man in scoring position. 3 extra base hits for the Angels here in the 4th off Redmond. Home run by Pujols started it off. Calhoun with a double. And now Iannetta with an RBI double with 2 outs. Colin 0 for 1. Popped out to Tollison, the second baseman.
Hyundai key to this game. We talk about closer to the heart. Well, they've gotten a lot of pitches to the heart of the plate in this inning and doing some damage. A couple of doubles, a home run, 3 runs scored, and still a man at second with the opportunity to score some more runs. Bringing those pitches middle of the plate, avoiding swinging out of the strike zone.
Cowgill fouls it off to the right. It's a 1 ball, 1 strike count. It's amazing how one swing of the bat can change the mindset ever so slightly for a guy that is not a starting pitcher by trade, or hasn't been the last couple of years. And all of a sudden, as fine as he was on rhythm, throwing strikes, the Angels offense has gotten to Redmond, and he's become a completely different guy. On the corner, 1-2.
All of a sudden, doubt is created in your mind.
Yep.
He just struck out Mike Trout, the reigning MVP of the American League. Then Albert Pujols with 1 swing of the bat. All of a sudden, he was behind in counts, getting the middle part of the plate.
1 swing of the bat, and on a pitch that was nowhere really near the strike zone. It was up and in. It was a bad pitch. 1-2. Slider fouled back.
That's another mistake. He's starting to make a lot of mistakes in this inning. And when you make mistakes, consider what he did the first 3 innings. He didn't miss any spots, didn't seem like. Then all of a sudden you think, oh, I have to be fine. I have to nibble on the outside part of the plate. And that's when you start making mistakes.
Way outside, he pulls that fastball away.
Well, you're seeing a struggling pitcher right now. This is more likely, it could be his last batter right here. He is really trying to force that outside part of the plate right now. His shoulders flying open. He's missing by quite a bit.
Fouled back. You know, he's pitching, and that's the difference. I know it sounds very similar. He's pitching to not allow the run to come across, as opposed to pitching to the guy at the plate and just concentrating on the hitter, as opposed to worrying about what the score is and what's gone on so far. Sometimes you've got to lock back in on the guy at the plate and forget about the run. And it almost seems like he's doing it backwards here.
Well, it's amazing how many pitches he's thrown in this inning. And you're exactly right on that one, Victor.
Cowgill hits one out toward right center field. Pilar calling off Colabello. And the center fielder will track it down. The Angels will leave that tying run in scoring position, but they do strike for 3 runs, and it was Albert getting it started for the Angels here in the 4th inning. His 527th career home run.
Well, this baseball went a long, long way for Pujols.
Infinity, luxury cars that deliver inspired performance. By Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better. Call 1-855-1-TWC. And by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Oh, the lovely CN Tower adjacent to the Rogers Center. 4-3 Toronto. Those are people up there. That's, what is that, the Skywalk they call it?
I wouldn't know that.
Edge walk. That's it. Close enough.
I wouldn't know that.
Close enough to the sky.
Yes.
I'll tell you that. You don't want to do that?
No.
No?
No.
So you're saying there's not a chance that you're going to go up there?
Zero O to B McDowell.
Top of the order for Toronto. And Donaldson shoots one out to the alley in right center field. And C.J. Wilson, after having this become a one-run game, gives up a leadoff double, I should say, to Donaldson. That's his third hit of the game. 2 doubles and a single for Donaldson.
Well, keep in mind, this is a .231 career hitter against CJ with a number of at-bats, 26 at-bats coming into this game, but he's had some real good swings looking away, and he's got good power the other way.
The Angels will get action going here in the 4th inning. Not going to mess around, especially after drawing within a run. Wilson has just given up his 9th hit.
With that double for Donaldson, 3 for 3, his batting average .310 now against CJ coming in, .231.
Bautista has a couple of hits as well, a single and a double, an RBI and a run scored. Breaking ball for a strike.
Well, if there's ever a time for C.J. Wilson to put up that zero, that shutdown inning, this is the inning. Now he's got to go through the heart of the order with a man on second with no outs.
One ball, one strike. 81 pitches now thrown by Wilson. He had a much quicker 3rd inning, even though he walked Colabello to start the 3rd. A couple of quick outs off the bat of Pilar and Tolleson. Chopper to 3rd. Freeze goes across the diamond. There's out number 1. Donaldson has to hold at 2nd.
Yeah, big out there, the ground ball to 3rd base. That way, Donaldson does have to stay at 2nd base.
Mike Bourne is up and warming now for the Angels. Benny Tostano got up and loosened for a little bit in the 2nd inning.
That's a big out too for Bautista. The top 2 in the order had been 5 for 5 against CJ.
Check swing foul. Looks as if
Redmond's afternoon will come to an end after 4 innings as Tepera is getting ready for Toronto. Good off-speed pitch. 0-2.
Got him his first at bat on a slider down in the dirt. Yeah, there's Redmond. Looked like his afternoon is over.
Three runs, 4 hits, 2 men left on for the Angels. Toronto with 4 runs, 9 hits. Left 5 men on base. Donaldson standing at second, a leadoff double for him. Blue Jays here at the Rogers Center this year, 9-7. They are 8-15 on the road this year. They're just getting swept by Houston down at Minute Maid Park. String and a miss. Down goes Encarnacion. 2 outs.
Way after 3 straight slow curveballs, CJ goes upstairs with a 90-mile-an-hour fastball away. If Encarnacion gets a swing and miss. Good job of expanding the strike zone by CJ.
So Russell Martin will bat. He's 1 for 2 with a single in the second. Two balls, no strikes. And at the pace that he is on, unless somehow he gets through a quick 5th inning, 2-1. You know, might be hard pressed to get him into the 6th. Pitch count up there.
It's already, that next pitch will be number 90 already. We're only here in the 4th inning.
Breaking ball, line to center. Trout is there, makes the catch, a leadoff double, stranded at second base for the books. 4-3 Blue Jays.
By the 2015 Jeep Cherokee with an EPA estimate of 31 miles per gallon. Visit Jeep.com for more information. By AT Uverse, more live channels on the go than cable. And by Subaru. Test drive the all-new 2015 Subaru Forester or go to Subaru.com to learn more.
Victoria Day here in Canada, and that is Queen's Park as we begin the top of the fifth inning at the Rogers Center. Blue Jays on top 4-3. Pitching change for John Gibbons and the Toronto Blue Jays. Ryan Tepera takes over on the mound for Todd Redmond. Are in and out, who's in, who's out. Tepera 5 innings, 1 earned run in 3 games. A 19th round pick by the Blue Jays in 09 out of Sam Houston State University. 8 games at AAA this year, 1-1 record, a .57 ERA. Tell fouls off the first one. 15 2/3 innings at AAA for Tepera. 17 strikeouts, 5 walks.
And he's got a good fastball, 92-96. Split finger fastball. Also throws a slider, a little cut fastball.
Givatelli, Ibar, and Trout for the Angels here in the 5th. Johnny 0 for 1, a strikeout victim in the 3rd. He went around. And there is out number 1. Hard slider.
Yeah, that's a pretty tight, firm slider he throws.
Mentioned in last plate appearance for Givatelli that he had that multi-hit game last Tuesday, and that was against the Rockies. And since that point, he's gone now 1 for 16 with a sac bunt and a sac fly.
Got to get back to that approach of using the whole field, shorten up a swing.
And solid for the Angels up until this little stretch. As Ibar swings the first pitch, rolls a foul for strike 1. Eric in the leadoff spot, 0 for 2. Grounded out of the first inning, get a fly ball to center in the 3rd. Toronto scored 4 runs in the 2nd to take a 4-0 lead. The Angels scored 3 runs in the 4th, making a 1-run game. And now facing a right-hander they've never seen before.
With good life on his cut fastball and slider. Generally, when he's ahead of the count, he'll try to throw a split finger fastball. You can see the grip he has right there. That way you don't have to move the glove a lot when you get in there to your stretch position. A lot of times as a pitcher, you'll tip that off if you go into a split finger grip after you're in the glove.
1-2.
And that was it right there.
27 years of age. Took him a little while after being a college pitcher.
So you can always just put your fingers together for a fastball or a slider, but it's better to start off your grip in a split finger position and then move the hand as you get back in the glove.
Ibar punches one past Donaldson into left. Nice effort by Donaldson, and Eric extends his hitting streak to 9 games. 1 for 3 today.
This pitch upstairs. And back into a fastball grip. And then just went with the pitch going away. Tried to run that 2-seamer to run it back in the inside part of the plate, but it ran out over the plate. Didn't try to do a whole lot with it. Simple approach for Ibar and a base hit.
Trout 0 for 2. Ground out to 3rd, a strikeout in the 4th. Good lead for Ibar at first base. Trout lifts this one down the right field line, slicing toward the seats and out of play.
It's not easy to run on Russell Martin. He's thrown out 48% of would-be base stealers this season.
It's like a fine wine, just keeps getting better with age.
He really has. When he first came up with the Dodgers, a lot of good offensive numbers. Was solid behind the plate, but he's gotten a lot better. As far as pitch framing and throwing and working with his staff. They loved working with him in Pittsburgh, the pitchers did.
Pujols on deck. On deck circles here because they're so close to home plate.
You better be ready for a foul ball. Straight back at you. Another one of his advantage at this ballpark.
Yeah.
It's a hitter's ballpark. You get to see up close what the pitcher is throwing. Sort of Drysdale and Gibson would have liked that back in the day. That close.
One, two, Trout outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
It really gives you an advantage as a guy on the on-deck circle. You can see the movement closer, especially when you have not seen him before.
Trout takes a called strike 3 on the inside part of the plate. 2 down.
Well, that was a backup cut fastball. I don't think that was by design. That was supposed to be on the outside part of the plate. You see where Martin's setting up, and it gets the inside corner. The frame again by Martin. Sometimes you get away with a pitch like that. The hitter's looking away, especially the pitch before it, a number of pitches before moving away.
Yeah. Not only looking away, too, they're picking up the rotation of the baseball. Albert went around. It's an 0-1 count. By that I mean a 4-seam fastball has a certain look to it. A slider has a certain look to it. And all of a sudden you see a 2-seam pitch, right? You see that rotation. It looks odd, and it's coming in on you. Your tendency is, oh, it's going to lay off. It's going to sink down and in.
It's going to be a ball.
Right. Time was called.
Happened to CJ earlier in the game also when he's almost following through on his delivery. Same thing there, the late call.
Albert shoots one back up the middle, a base hit, second hit of the ball game. Ibar will turn and try to go to third. No play from Pilar. It's a good heads-up base running by Eric.
Well, you just feel the way the hitters are starting to swing the bat here in the middle part of the game, and that's another big, good swing by Pujols up the middle. That if CJ could put up some zeros, probably one more inning, and then the bullpen could do the same, the Angels will again win a game here in Toronto. It's all going to be up to CJ, be able to finish off strong here, and then the bullpen the same, because all of a sudden the bats are coming to life, and this Toronto pitching staff has not pitched well at all this entire season.
First and third, 2 outs. Calhoun at the plate. Cleanup hitter. 1 for 2 with a double and a fly ball to left. His double went off the top of the wall and straightaway center. Swings the first one and taps it foul. Oh, 1 downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. The last cleanup hitter for the Angels to get an RBI in a ball game 13 games ago.
Cole Calhoun?
Cole Calhoun.
Yes.
Saturday in San Francisco. And that was in his 9th inning plate appearance, which the Angels fell short.
Great opportunity to get that RBI here for Cole.
1-1. He pops this one up first base side. Encarnacion will run out of room. That, unfortunately, was the game that ended with the runner's interference. Angels scoring twice in the ninth to make it a 1-run deficit. The rest, as they say, is history.
That was CJ's game, right?
That was Hector Santiago against Tim Hudson. After lasting just 5 innings.
He's trying to bring it all together with Cole, trying to get that RBI with CJ back on the mound.
It's good effort by you, though.
Yeah, I tried.
Cole did not have an RBI the Friday night CJ's game.
So he's due then in CJ's game right here.
In some sort of twisted way. The logic's, I guess, kind of works.
Just believe in me right now, but here's an RBI single.
Ibar standing at third, Pujols at first. A 4-3 Blue Jays lead here in the 5th inning. Cole pulls this one to the right side. The overshift was on. Tollison has it. And that'll do it for the Angels here in the 5th. We're at the bottom of the 5th inning. Halo's still down 4-3. This copyright telecast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Angels and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Los Angeles Angels. Danny Valencia to lead things off for the Blue Jays here in the 5th. He'll be followed by Chris Colabello and then Kevin Pillar facing C.J. Wilson. .90 pitches thrown by C.J. so far. The 91st is one hopper to short. One down. 4 in a row retired. Just a double by Donaldson to lead off.
Last inning to somehow get that quick 5th inning. Starting off well with the 1 pitch out and be able to potentially go out to the 6th inning for C.J. It didn't look like that was a possibility after that 2nd inning.
Valencia now over 3. Colabello, no official plate appearance. He's walked twice. Swings here. The first pitch, pops it up. Albert, Giavatello, and it's Pujols taking charge. 2 down. Folks, you can celebrate the grad in your life. Angels grad packs include 4 tickets to select home games and an Angels graduation tassel for just $100. Purchase a grad pack at angels.com/grad pack.
3-pitch inning, maybe?
What we say in the 4th inning? If he is able to get through a quick 5th, maybe he goes into the 6th inning. He's doing a heck of a job so far. It's a steak dinner, right? If you get 3-pitch out.
Yes.
3-pitch inning, I should say. You'll take him out tonight? Your favorite steakhouse here in Toronto?
Oh, no question.
Well, he ruined it. He didn't want to go out with you.
I guess not.
No, I think he knew the deal. He says, you know what?
It looked like Pilar was going to swing at the first pitch, too, but it's just a little bit outside and high.
I'm going to stick with chopped sirloin with my buddies. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pilar 0 for 2 with the strikeout and the fly ball to right. Yeah. Pilar, right before that pitch was delivered by CJ, you could see him at the plate kind of peek towards first to see where Albert was playing. And Albert playing behind the bag at first base, and all of a sudden tried to push the bunt that way.
With 2 outs. Kind of an odd time for Pilar to push that bunt down the first base line.
This one's lined to left field, and it will go down for a base hit. Oh, is that what you guys taught me, Shamano?
No, not in our ballpark there. You can drop kick the ball out the right field.
10th inning left by Wilson.
But what it tells me, if he was going to bunt there with 2 outs, then he's going to potentially try to steal a base. So now with the base hit right now, CJ's got to be aware that Pilar may indeed try to steal a base. He's looking down to first base to see where Pujols was playing. Pilar's 6 for 6 as far as stolen bases this year. CJ's got to be aware of him now.
As you mentioned, 22 bags for the Blue Jays, 6th in the American League, but it's only been caught twice. Steve Tollefson 1 for 2, doubled and scored in the second, and he popped out in the third. No balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Pilar's really getting far out there at first base now.
He may go. Quick pitch there by CJ.
May try to go, especially anticipating CJ throwing something off speed in the dirt. CJ with 1 pickoff this year.
Now he's going. Pujols has it, throws to second base, and out at second. Pilar thinks he's safe. They may take a look at this. Johnny was on his heels, and he was falling down, trying to apply a tag. And that's why Pilar says he's safe, so they're probably taking a look at it in the Blue Jays clubhouse.
Just like we thought he'd be going 0-2. It's going to be close. Yeah, they're going to take a look at it. Looks like. Let's see if from this angle the foot is. Yeah.
Looks like
I think he's on the base.
They are going to challenge this. Paul Schreiber, second base umpire, making the call. Jim Reynolds is over there as well. Ruling on the field is out. And if it's upheld, it's the 3rd out. They're showing it on the big board here at Rogers Center. If it gets overturned, it'll be a stolen base, and the 7th for Pilar, a man in scoring position.
Well, all the umpires in the stands are clapping.
Yeah.
But also, when you look at all the replays we're seeing here, it looked like his foot was on the base, but then he popped up in the air. If Giavitello keeps the tag on him as his foot comes off, then it's now, but doesn't look like that was the case.
Yeah, it's hard for Johnny to do that. Trying to figure out how he ended up on his heels, but his weight was back on his heels. The short hop throw, and he's just that momentum kick taking him out toward the outfield part of the bag. It should be overturned, I would imagine.
I would think so.
But then again,
we shouldn't think about that.
Our track record is not very good. You wouldn't think it would take very long. There is only this game currently being played on this Monday.
Usually that means that there's not enough evidence to overturn the call when it takes this long. Just saying. Actually surprising it's taken.
Yeah, no question. And they are upholding the call. How about that? Not enough evidence. I'm telling you what, man, this is going to have to get taken a look at in the offseason. It works the Angels' advantage. But we've seen a lot of this year. 5 complete. Halos still down 4-3.
Toronto on the board early. Donaldson doubles down the line, part of a 4-run second. But Albert Pujols with that one big swing and tremendous backflip got the Halos on the board. Then Chris Iannetta with a great swing going the other way. Now they cut that 4-0 deficit to 4-3, and that's where we're at right now here in the top of the 6th.
Halos here in the 6th. Then you have Freese, Krause, and Iannetta. David shoots one out toward right field. Hit well. Colabella going back. He pulls up. That's off the top of the wall and gone. A big fly for David Freese. Ties this game up at 4.
With Freese now with 2 hits in the game and another home run the other way. A great hitter's yard this is. The ball carries extremely well. 7th home run for Freese. Fastball out over the plate, didn't try to do a whole lot with it. Keeps his hands back, drives it, right field, home run. Into the Angels bullpen. We have a new ball game now.
Krause looks at a fastball for a strike. The Angels DH today. A walk in the 2nd, a fly ball to left in the 4th. Tepera pitching his 2nd inning of relief. Gave up a couple of hits, struck out 2 in his 1st, and that was the 5th inning.
Found off that split finger fastball.
One, 2. Called strike 3. Krause goes down looking for the first down here in the 6th.
Backdoor slider on him. The outside corner. Chris Iannetta with 2 good at bats so far in this game, especially his last one. double to right center field. Continues to put up great numbers here in Toronto.
Just got the email from Major League Baseball on that replay. And it says, after reviewing all the relevant angles, the replay official could not definitively determine that the runner's foot made contact with the bag prior to the fielder's tag. Again, it went the Angels' way. Third out on the 5th inning.
Take it.
No doubt.
Otherwise, you have a man in scoring position. Tolson at the plate with good career numbers against C.J. Wilson.
And that is pulled down the left field line, and that will go into the corner. Iannetta on his way to second with his second extra base hit of the afternoon.
Double the left, double the right center for Iannetta. So for some reason, no matter what, if you're a hitter and you're comfortable in a certain ballpark, you're going to have some good swings. And Iannetta has stayed back. That's a split finger fastball. He stayed back on and drove it right down the left field line for a double.
John Gibbons out to the mound, and it looks like that's going to be it for Tepera. They hope the leadoff home run to David Freese here to start the 6th inning. And the right-hander will depart. A pitching change here in the 6th. The Angels have the go-ahead run at scoring position. And now a 4-4 ball game. Chris Iannetta with his second double stand scoring position. Roberto Osuna, Cuban right-hander, takes over on the mound here. 15 games this year, a .93 earned run average.
Yeah, good fastball, 92-96 slider, very solid changeup also.
First year in the big leagues for Osuna, facing Colin Cowgill. Fastball upstairs. Also, Martin gotten a workout today. Osuna missed most of last year, pitching just 7 games, covering for Tommy John surgery. Pollock chasing a pitch up around his neck. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cowgill 0 for 2 with a pop up and a fly ball to center. One. Off speed pitch.
1-2. That's his changeup. He throws quite a few changeups. Over 20% of his pitches are changeups. Even though he has a good power fastball, it's his go-to pitch to get a swing and miss with.
The Angels have Mike Moore getting ready to pen. 1-2 pitch outside. Pretty good fastball. There's Moore. Giavotella on deck. Here's the 2-2. That is a called strike 3. 2 outs.
That's a tough pitch. Paints the outside corner at the knees. And the target set, framed well by Martin, gets the call right on the corner. As a catcher, you got to keep that glove as still as possible on that spot. That's how you get the call.
Giavotella 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts.
It's usually when Johnny's at his best. In RBI situations late in games. Let's get back to that approach of just using the other side of the field. Shorten up your swing. If he makes a mistake on the inner half, then you try to turn on it. But otherwise, just use that big part of the field.
And this one's back into center field. That'll fall in for a base hit. Iannetta will be waved in. The throw from Pilar, there isn't one. He holds on to it, and the Angels have taken a 5-4 lead.
Just
15th RBI. Sorry, Mark.
Unbelievable in these situations. Didn't necessarily square it up, but used a big part of the field and gets a base hit and another big clutch RBI for Johnny Giavotella. A little shortened on a swing. Drives in. Iannetta with the go-ahead run. Now you got a shot now with Giavotella at first and Eric Ibar at the plate for an action play. Potential hit and run.
Showing bunt, pulls it back. Ibar 1 for 3 with a single in the 5th inning. Extended his hitting streak to 9 games. Tepera ends up giving up 2 runs in an inning and a third. 4 hits, including the home run to Freeze. 1 ball, 1 strike. 5-4 Halos here in the 6th. And the way Morin is loosening, looks like C.J. Wilson done after 5.
Yeah, it looked like he was done even before the go-ahead run was scored. Had a fairly quick last inning. Ten hits in 5 innings.
One. Ibar chopping this one to short. Goins got rid of it quickly. Ibar retired for the 3rd out, but the Angels scored twice here in the 6th inning. David Freeze, a home run to lead off the 6th to tie things up. And it was Johnny Giavotella with his 15th RBI. The Angels on top. Halos lead as we head to the bottom of the 6th. for the Angels. A little surprised to see C.J. Wilson not come back out after 5 innings, especially after a quick 5th inning. But it's Mike Moore pitching in his 18th game, 1-0 record of 4.73 ERA. Moore pitched yesterday, went a third of an inning, gave up a run on 2 hits. 8-9 and 1 due up for Toronto. Tolleson, Goins, and Donaldson. A bunt on the third base side. Freese comes in barehanded, throws off balance, and they get Tolleson for the first out.
Well played by Freese. Good idea for Mike Moore to get out of the way on that one also. Much easier play for a third baseman coming in as compared to a pitcher. Even though you want to get off the mound quickly, it's a tough throw. It was a little bit too firm. Freese using the bare hand. Even the concentration as Moore got in the way. Still, great play by Freese.
One out, nobody on, and it's Ryan Goins. The shortstop up. He's 1 for 2. An RBI single in the second. Wilson, by the way, with 5 innings, 10 hits, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, 4 runs all earned. Blue Jays batted around on him in the second inning. 1-0.
Yeah, CJ made a couple big pitches in the 3rd and 4th inning after a leadoff double by Donaldson in the 4th, able to get through that inning, no damage. Also, back in the 3rd inning, after a walk, a wild pitch, and a fly ball to right, Tolleson to pop up in the infield, no damage.
And also helped out in that 2nd inning by Colin Cowgill, throwing out Goins at third base, trying to go from 1st to 3rd on a double. Chris Iannetta's coming out. I wonder if something wrong with Mike Moore in here.
Yeah, when he slid for that ball, I wonder if he was all right. And I think that's the thing. I mean, when he tried to field that bunt and slid, he didn't look like he was comfortable, and that's why Rick Smith is going out there along with Mike Scioscia. And you can see by his reaction there that wasn't really comfortable.
Maybe it's just the hands, that the burn on that turf.
I thought I saw Cowgill with the same thing when he dove for that 1 ball earlier in the game. He looked at his hand after he dove for it, tried to make an outstanding play on that double to left field.
He's not getting any extra warm-up pitches here. He's fine. He's behind in the count here. 2 balls and no strikes.
And with the trainer going out, Rick Smith, it's not an official visit to the mound.
Broken bat, flare to right. That'll get down for a base hit. 2nd hit of the afternoon for Goins. Puts a man on for Donaldson.
The bat shatters the bat. Punches in the right field for a base hit.
Donaldson, a 3-hit game, single and 2 doubles, also an RBI and a run scored. Breaking ball fouled back, and that was a mistake by Moore.
Well, you can even see the reaction for Donaldson on that swing, on that hanging slider. Out over the plate. Basically saying, I had a pitch to drive.
Off speed, a little bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Donaldson 1 for 4 in his career against Moore. Cued foul.
Good changeup. This is second career leadoff, bat leadoff for in any club for Donaldson.
Butch may have hollered something out after that second pitch, a changeup that Donaldson took. He stared out at Moore a little bit. Just kind of an odd situation there. Manny Gonzalez, the home plate umpire, kind of came out to the plate area. Oh, there you go. Bat goes flying over the dugout into the seats. Donaldson punched down for the second out. It's a scouting report to Bautista.
Say, hold on to the bat when you swing.
Two outs and a man at first.
It's pretty odd for Manny Gonzalez to go all the way out. Mike Moore on the mound.
Bautista 2 for 3 with a single and a double. An RBI and a run scored. Fastball high. Double for Bautista's 8th. The RBI is 21st. Two balls, no strikes. Bautista 1 for 1. His career gets more. Now see somebody's chirping from the Angels dugout, and there's Manny Gonzalez again walking towards Socha now.
There might be a discussion for both dugouts. Socha's putting over there.
Well, we mentioned Gonzalez went out to the mound after Donaldson struck out, and Mike's getting heated here. This is Manny Gonzalez. But I was wondering, as the bat went flying into the seats, wonder if Moore maybe said something or looked towards Donaldson after the strikeout. And Mike walking down toward home plate, obviously saying something.
Well, when you have a swing and you foul it straight back as a hitter, you're saying something to Mike Moore.
Right, correct.
First pitch of that sequence. So you're going to have that competitive nature going.
2-0. Inside with the off speed. 3 balls and no strikes. So you wonder if there's still.
There must be some chirping going back and forth. Yeah, no, there's no question. Especially when he stepped out of the batter's box. Yeah, he's going to be hacking here, so you don't want to groove a fastball if you're mooring against Bautista here.
3-0 pitch. And he walked him. So the tying run now in scoring position. Edwin Encarnacion, the batter. He's 1 for 3 with a single, an RBI, and a couple of punch-outs. First plate appearance for Encarnacion against Moore. Goins with good speed at second. Bautista, the trail runner, at first. First one missed in. Two and 0. Vinny Pastano now getting ready for the Angels.
And Mike overthrew that fastball. Of course, you're going to go out just to try to calm him down, get him under control at this point. also give Vinny a little more time down in the bullpen.
Long conversation with Butcher and Mort. The Angels taking a 5-4 lead with 2 runs at the top of the inning. Goins with a 1-out single. Bautista with the 2-out walk, pulling 2 men on. Dangerous hitter and Edwin Encarnacion at the plate. 2-0. 3 balls and no strikes. Russell Martin on deck. Might be Moore's last batter. And it's back-to-back 4-pitch walks. Loads them up. Here comes Socha. Well, Mike lost that composure and the command, and he'll be hooked here as Vinny Pistano will be coming into the ballgame.
And it started overthrowing some pitches.
Pitching change for the Halos here in the 6th inning. Halos clinging to a 1-run lead. Two outs. Mike Moore lifted for Vinny Pistano. He'll be facing Russell Martin with the bases loaded. Vinny pitching in his 12th game, 1-0 record, a 4.32 ERA, 8 in the 3rd innings, 8 hits, 8 strikeouts, and 4 walks. Goins at third base, Bautista at second, and Encarnacion at first. Russell Martin is 1 for 3 today with a single back in the 2nd. Fouls the first one off the mask of Iannetta. It's an 0-1 count.
That all-important first pitch strike, but that was right down the heart of the plate. Fell that one straight back off of Chris Iannetta.
One ball, one strike. These two have never faced each other. 1-2.
Tough arm angle for Pistano with the fastball. He could ride it up and out of the strike zone. Also has that sweeping slider.
Then he's ready. Here's the 1-2. This is fouled back to the right. All three base runners belonging to Morin. Mentioned how good the Blue Jays have hit against left-handed pitching this year. .314 average coming into today. That average went up a tick. Only a .242 against right-handed pitching this year. Another 1-2 upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Going to third base. Bautista at second and Encarnacion at first. Outside. And now a full count. You'll get the merry-go-round going because the base runners are going to take off on the next pitch. Long look in for Pistano. He's ready to go. Base runners go. The 3-2 lifted foul out of play. So we'll reset and do it again.
Challenge him the heart of the plate with that fastball. But was late on it.
I had an eye bar now. Talk things over. That pitch down. We've seen Martin take the 2 strikes, a pitch out to right field. Runners go again at 3-2. This is a little flare to right center field. That'll get down for a hit. 2 runs will score. The Blue Jays have retaken the lead.
And because you're forced into a full count, you have to be around the strike zone. You can't throw that nasty slider. You just got off the end of the bat and flares it in center field for a 2-run single for Martin, giving him now 23 RBI.
Encarnacion ends up over at third base. He belongs to Morin. Danny Valencia was due up. Looks like we're going to get a pinch hitter here for him. Now it'll be Valencia. It's kind of odd that it took for that long to get up to the plate. Foul back. 4-pitch walk to Bautista, followed by another 4-pitch walk to Encarnacion by Mike Morin. And them doing for the Angels here in the 6th inning. They play from behind once again. 6-5 Blue Jays. Martin takes off. This one fouled off to the right. Russell will head back to first. An 0-2 count now on Valencia. 0 for 3 today. The Angels in the 7th do have Trout, Pujols, and Calhoun due up.
It's up to the offense today. The pitching staff has been so good for such a long period of time. It's up to the offense to pick up the team.
Valencia shoots one out to the alley right center field. That will split the outfielders. Then Encarnacion will score. Martin was already on the move. He'll easily score. They extend the lead. It's 8-5. A two-strike double off the bat of Danny Valencia.
Yeah, there's too much on the plate, especially when you're ahead of the count. Fastball hard at the plate. As a hitter, you're just trying to look to make contact. Drove that ball very well the other way for Valencia.
And again, we said this when the inning started, that we were a little surprised that C.J. Wilson didn't come back out. Although at 98 pitches, and only suggested that because of the very quick, really fourth and fifth innings that he had. And only lasting 5 innings today. Chris Colabello, the batter. The right fielder tried to hold up. He went around. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a pop-up. No decision for Wilson, giving up 4 runs and 10 hits, 5 innings of work. Mike Morn. Gave up 3 runs in 2/3 of an inning. You wonder if he got rattled a little bit with that whole little exchange with Donaldson.
Yeah, it was certainly overthrowing. Talk about how well this staff has pitched over the last 6 games. It's 9 earned runs allowed, 8 here today.
The Angels are down 4-0 after 2. Battle back to take a 5-4 lead. And we'll have to figure it out here in the last 3 innings. This one lifted down the line. Might stay in play, but long run for Cole, and he has it go off his glove.
That is a long way to run for Cole Calhoun. Almost made that play.
Several long half innings this afternoon. This being one of them. 4 runs in for the Blue Jays. Way outside. Another 3-2 count. Pilar is on deck. So Pilar will bat with 2 on now, 2 outs. 3rd walk issue between Morn and Pistano here in the 6th inning. And a very aggressive team. That's the last thing you want to do is gift base runners.
Three walks have scored in this game.
Pilar 1 for 3 with a single in the 5th.
He's trying to limit the damage here.
Oh, 2 count. Nobody warming up for Toronto, so Osuna will come back out. Or so it appears. Pilar foul tips that one into the mid. The inning is over, but not before Toronto does damage. 4 runs on the board. We will head to the 7th. Angels play from behind once again. It's 8-5 Blue Jays. save you money. Log on to MercuryInsurance.com today to get a fast, free quote and see how much you can save. And by Hyundai, the Memorial Day sales event is going on now at your Hyundai dealer. Visit buyhyundai.com today. 8-5 Blue Jays, top of the 7th inning. Mike Trout, Albert Pujols, and Cole Calhoun to face Roberto Osuna. In the 7th inning, Osuna took over for Tepera with 1 out in the 6th inning. And limited the damage. And they did give up the RBI single to Johnny Giavotella. Put the Angels up for a brief moment. Trout today 0 for 3, a ground out and a couple of punch outs. Lifted in the air to right, not very deep, long run for Chris Colabello, and he will make the catch in fair territory for the first down. The ball hung up there forever.
I know, and he had to go a long way playing deep. Speaking of going deep, in the 4th inning, Albert Pujols coming up now back in the 4th inning. He crushed a high fastball way out to left field. Number 7 season for Pujols.
Couple of hits today with a home run and a single. Albert skies went out to shallow center. Pilar comes racing in, calls off Tollison. 2 outs.
A couple swings where this get underneath back to back, both by Trout and Pujols. Not necessarily fooling the hitters, but just enough underneath it to keep it in the yard.
Calhoun 1 for 3, doubled and scored in the 4th inning. Two balls and no strikes. Looks like the Angels have left-hander Cesar Ramos getting ready. Toronto will have 8, 9, and 1 coming up in the 7th. 2 and 1 now.
Back-to-back fastballs on the outer half of the plate.
So he's just 20 years of age. 2-2. And Cole strikes out swinging. The Angels go down in order. 7th inning stretch time here in Toronto. 8-5 Blue Jays.
sheet brought to you by Kia. Russell Martin, that big base hit, fought it off into center field for an RBI single to put the Blue Jays back in front. 2 for 4 today, 2 singles, a run, scored 2 RBI, a 2-run single into 6th. Gave Toronto that lead. It was a pretty good pitch, but off the end of the bat was just using the middle part of the field for a clutch hit for Russell Martin.
Here in the bottom of the 7th inning, 8-5, and it's Cesar Ramos on the mound. Ramos pitching in his 15th game. He'll give up a leadoff single. Collison, his second hit of the ball game. 13th hit for Toronto. And here comes Ryan Goins, the center fielder. .93 ERA for Caesar. 7 strikeouts, 3 walks at 9 2/3. Goins with 2 singles and an RBI, 2 for 3 overall. Pushes a bunt on the third base side. Freeze. Fire on the first. And Iannetta hustled over there. Ramos did not cover. So Chris got down over to third base. Sack bunt. 1 out. Josh Donaldson coming up.
He's had a big game here this afternoon, Donaldson. 3 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored. It's the second game he's batted leadoff.
Donaldson now with 11 doubles on the year. Picked up his 26th RBI. Struck out against Moore in the 6th inning for the second out. There was a little bit of a back and forth, if you will, between Donaldson and Moore. And you wonder how much that affected him. Michael, that is. Because then he walked Bautista on 4 pitches, walked Encarnacion on 4 pitches, and was lifted for Vinny Pistano. That's when Russell Martin delivered. The runner goes. The pitch is outside to throw down the third. Not in time to stole a base. Ramos never really paid attention to Donaldson.
They got to bury that look back to second base. Just a huge jump. No chance for Iannetta. That's why you look back once. Next time around, you look back a second time. Just bury your looks back. Now it's going to force the infield in. This is always the advantage to the hitter.
Fouled back. Infield in, 2-2. Boy, emergency hack, and that's fouled back.
Well, that was such a late swing. I was almost able to hit off the glove of Chris Iannetta, which would be catcher's interference. Wow. Was he late on that one? He was guessing a different pitch, that's for sure.
Count remains at 2-2. Bautista on deck. Jam shot, roller foul. Ramos ready. Another 2-2. They've missed by much.
Just off the inside corner.
Full count now with 1 out. Man at third. 3-2 call, strike 3, and he knew it. Down goes Donaldson, 2 down.
Great spot this time, getting that inside corner. He's touching that inside corner, framed well by Iannetta.
Jose Bautista, the DH. He's 2 for 3 with a single and a double. A walk and 2 runs scored.
Back inside with another fastball.
Oh, 1 now. That is pulled foul. 0-2. Nice catch down there. Wearing the Bautista jersey. And why wouldn't he be?
Don't blame him. Been here a while with some very good numbers. All-star.
One ball, 2 strikes, 9 hits for the Angels, 14 for Toronto. There's a look at the most home runs in Blue Jays history. Carlos Delgado leading the way with 336. He's in your book?
Yep.
Yeah.
I helped him out.
2 balls, 2 strikes. That's awfully nice of you.
Yeah. As I recall, was right down the left field line too.
Oh, just one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
Probably didn't face him enough. That's why. But I help out.
I tell you what, his career turned out to be a pretty good one for a guy that came up as a catcher.
Yeah, he can crush a line drive that a lot of those line drives got out of the ballpark.
Yeah. Two now. In the dirt, full count. Encarnacion on deck. 3-2, hammered to deep left field, and that is insurance. 10-5.
Boy, tried to get inside again. This time got too much to the plate on the inner half. Strong and quick with his bat. That's way up there.
Yeah, we were just talking about Carlos Delgado, and he wanted to make sure that we pointed that out himself. Usually don't fare well against a power hitter when you get ahead at 0-2 and you end up going to 3-2 on a guy.
Yeah, because he's seeing a lot more pitches. He's not chasing. He tried to throw that breaking ball down and in. He didn't go after it.
Encarnacion 1 for 3. Singled back to the second, walked and scored in the sixth.
Getting back to the last 6 games, the club has only given up 9 earned runs in 6 games. But Toronto, this team has scored 200 runs already this year. Come out swinging today with 10.
Topper foul. By the way, it's now full count. Encarnacion Delgado 1 for 6 in his career against you. No home runs.
I'm stunned on that one. I could have swore he went right down the left field line.
Maybe the crime dog is who you're thinking of.
I know I've given up a few to him. I went off the glass dead center and it made its way back to the mound. It was hit so hard.
Another 3-2 count, and that is line to center. Another hit. 16th hit for Toronto today.
They can swing the bat against a left-handed pitcher. You mentioned that earlier, Victor. And then you got Hector Santiago going tomorrow, lefty.
Russell Martin at the plate now. A couple of hits for him. It's a 1-0 count. The only starter without a hit is Chris Colabello. He's been on board 3 times with 3 walks. Martin pulls that one inside the bag, and that's a fair ball. Encarnacion heading to third, and it's a double for Russell Martin.
Straight inside the bag once again, down that line. Over the lefties on the mound today, we anticipated David Freese, but a lot of action down there. But a lot of these shots are right down past that bag.
Second and third, and now it's Danny Valencia. Valencia 1 for 4, doubled home 2 runs in the 6th inning. Extended the Blue Jays lead. Martin put the Blue Jays up by a run, and Valencia's double added to that. 4 runs in the 2nd for the Blue Jays off C.J. Wilson. Angels got him off the hook for the pen. Gave up 4 more in the 6th and 2 here in the 7th. 1 ball, 1 strike. Another lefty now warming up for the Angels, Jose Alvarez. One ball, 2 strikes. Ten to 5 Blue Jays. Bottom of the 7th.
Only 28 pitches thrown in this inning for Cesar Ramos.
Encarnacion at third, Martin at second. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two now. Well, she fouls it off to the right.
And with 2 strikes on him, he's just trying to hit a ball the other way. You got to keep that ball down and away. Prior to this inning for Ramos, he just allowed 1 earned run the entire season with 9 2/3 innings pitched.
Total of 7 hits allowed. He's given up 4 this inning. And another full count. There's the 3-2. Valencia bounces this one to third. Freeze almost sneaks below him. The low throw. Albert keeps a foot on the bag, and a terrific play.
Well played by Albert on that one. That's a tough pop by Freeze to be able to catch that ball and throw it across the diamond just to keep it. A game where it's 10-5. Good play by Pujols.
Stick around after the game. No flipping, please, for our Angels Live post-game show. I'll be joined by Jose Mota. If the Halos can come back and win this game, that's a walk-off interview I definitely want to see. You know, the fellas upstairs, we're talking about the play Colin Cowgill made in the second inning, the throw to get Goins over there at third base. Well, hopefully that run that he saved will help the Angels in this game. But I asked him, since the teams no longer take infield before the game, how does he work on throwing to bases? He said they still do it during batting practice, and also when he throws long toss with Calhoun. He tries to hit Calhoun in exactly the same spot, right in the chest every single time. He told me he thinks that outfield, when he's out there, is one of the best defensively in the American League, and they take a great deal of pride in how they do defensively. But it'd be nice to see some infield, Victor and Mark, once in a while.
Grab a fungo, Patio.
No,
let's go.
Whatever I can do to help the team win.
That's it.
I like it.
Aaron Loop takes over on the mound here for Osuna. Osuna with the hitting in 2/3 of scoreless baseball. 2 strikeouts, 1 hit allowed. Loop pitching in his 16th game this year. It's Freeze, Krause, and Iannetta for the Angels.
Yeah, Luke fastballs 90-94, slider, changeup.
Going back to that play by Freeze, that ball stayed down on him. Didn't appear as if he had a good handle of it. That makes the play by Pujols
the stretch he
really
had to make
good.
was outstanding.
jam shot, roller foul. Count remains at 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got this ball that stayed down and is checked up. And reaction and the throw looked like more of a palm ball he threw over. The Pujols made a great stretch to be able to get that play at first base.
David Freese 2 for 3 with a single and a double. Check that, a single and a home run. Way inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Luke pitching 71 games, career high for him last year with Toronto. 4-4 and a 3.15 ERA. This is chopped to the left side. Donaldson has it. 1 down. C.J. Cron will pinch hit here for Krause, who finished the afternoon going 0 for 2 and a walk. C.J. batting .213, a home run and 6 RBIs. Multi-hit game Friday night with a couple of singles. Good rip at that high fastball, and it's 1-2 now.
That's a pretty good swing on a fastball count. Keeping that back foot still. Don Baylor said today that's what he wants him to do. He's been lifting his back foot so much. He's keeping that on the ground there. He had a good swing at it and turning the lower part of his body. He had been lifting it forward, bringing his hands forward, unable to stay back.
TJ could have responded with, hey man, it worked pretty well for Hank Aaron.
There's not many players ever in the game like Hank.
2-2. Dude foul. Even Ted Williams at times, you watch some of the stills or see some of the stills.
But he kept his hands back though. That's the thing. When CJ lifts that back foot, his hands start drifting forward, not unable to stay back and make good contact when he does that.
Full count now. Chris Arnett on deck. This one down toward right field, playable. 2 outs. 6 in a row retired by Blue Jays pitching since the RBI single by Giovantello. And here's Iannetta, multi-hit game for him, 2 doubles, and a fly ball to center. Chris had come into the ball game with just 1 extra base hit on the season. He's picked up 2 today. Like Alvarez will pitch the bottom of the 8th. Two balls, 1 strike.
Really, when you look back at this game, really, the offense came to life, but it's those walks that came back to haunt. 3 of them scored in this game. And the Angels, prior to this game, were One of the best as far as limiting the amount of walks. Only the Houston Astros have less walks in their pitching staff. Just 94 of them coming into the game, but 3 walks haunted the club today.
5 total walks. And Iannetta about fouls that one. Martin could not hang on to him. So his plate appearance continues. Three-two. Iannetta gets into one out toward left center field. That ball's hit well, and that is gone. A big fly for Chris Iannetta. His first of the season. And it's a 10-6 Blue Jays lead.
That's 3 extra base hits in this game for Iannetta. And that home run a long way out. First of the season. The left center field crushed that ball. Good balance through it. Boy, did he get the barrel of the bat on that one, using that lower half of his body. And a no-doubter.
If you're going to break out of a slump.
That's the big way to break out of it.
Yeah. Third home run that Loop has allowed this year. And now Cowgill will bat. He's 0 for 3. Very good career batting average here in Toronto.
It's a power too.
Russell Martin now going to go out there. I'm sure this conversation entails something to the effect of throw strikes.
Yeah.
You've got a 4-run lead with 2 outs.
And the way you let a team back in is if you gift runners.
This is line to center field, and that'll get down for a hit. Pallaro played on a hop. So back-to-back 2-out hits.
This is one of those ballparks where you never really feel like you're out of a game, even when you're down by 5 late like this. Especially when if Giavitello can get a base hit here, you bring the top of the order up.
It has felt somewhat like a heavyweight bout. Punch after punch, all the hits here. At 28 combined hits, the Angels with 11. Toronto with 17. Long innings, a lot of pitches thrown. Johnny picked up a single with an RBI in the 6th inning. He's 1 for 3. 15th run batted in. One now. 1-2.
Chase that changeup out of the strike zone. Especially after the pitch before, though, was called on the outside corner. Tried to go right back out, same spot.
Full count. Cowgill will get a head start over at first base now. Steve Delabar getting ready for Toronto, the right-hander. Ibar is on deck. Then you've got Trout. Here's the 3-2. Giavotella bounces one toward the middle. Tollefson goes into a slide, gets up, fires to first, and Giavotella legs it out, an infield base hit. Nice play by Tollefson. Did everything he could. With the speed of Giavotella, it'll go as a knock. John Gibbons might go out to argue.
Right back up the middle. Good range for Tollefson. The slide and the quick throw.
I mean, from up here, it looked evident that he had laid
he's
it out.
on that base,
Yeah,
no doubt. Maybe he was thinking about going down to the bullpen. Yeah, that's exactly what he was doing.
It looked like he was jogging
his arm.
He was jogging back. Oh yeah, you know what? Let me make a pitching change. I'm here.
I would have to see if I get a few extra pitches from my reliever.
Yeah, Steve Delabar is going to come into the ball game. A pitching change. The Angels have one run on the board here in the 8th inning, and still trailing 10-6. Rally, Iannetta with a home run. Cowgill and Giavotella with singles. Chases Aaron Loop, and it's a right-hander Steve Delabar on in relief here, pitching in his 5th big league game. No record at a 1.93 ERA. 7 strikeouts but 4 walks in 4 2/3 innings.
Yeah, he can get wild. Fastball 90-95, slider, split finger fastball.
Ibar at the plate. Cowgill at second, Giavotella at first. Eric 1 for 4. Single in the 5th. So the first pitch fouls it back. Eric Ibar 0 for 4 in his career against Delabar. That is out towards center. Pilar is there. And the Angels will strand two. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th inning. 10-6 Toronto. 8th inning. Hey, folks, join us for singles night, May 28th. That's before the Angels take on the Tigers at 7:05. For only $31, receive a game ticket admission to a pregame mixer, drink specials, and a chance to meet your match. For more info to purchase your tickets, visit angels.com/singles. Singles. That's Mr. and Mrs. Red.
Yes.
Is that their nickname?
I think so.
I know it's Mr. Met.
Oh.
Meet the Met.
Beats the Mets.
Jose Alvarez pitching in his 12th ball game. Will face the Blue Jays here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Colabello, Pilar, and Tollison. Scheduled 3 batters. Fouled off to the right. Colabello's 0 for 1 with a pop-up and 3 walks. And he is called Mr. Red, by the way.
Mr. Red. That is him.
Upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. I think there's a Mrs. Red, I guess. Two balls and 1 strike. Yeah, it may not be a Mrs. Red, but I know there's a female Cincinnati Reds mascot on occasion. Two one. And that is fouled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You're trying to find out that information.
I am.
Yes, you are.
It's bothering me. Rosie Red. Good old Rosie. Rosie and Mr. Red. Upstairs, full count. She was introduced in August of 2008. Pretty cool, this internet thing.
Is that what that's called?
Pilar on deck. There's the 3-2. Now a swing and a foul tip. Down goes Colabello. 1 out. Cesar Ramos, by the way, went 1 inning, gave up 2 runs on 4 hits and 1 strikeout.
This little tailing fastball at 91. Get a swing and miss by Alvarez.
Pilar, the center fielder, is 1 for 4. Single back in the 5th. Doesn't get cheated, does it?
No. What, 54 game hit streak in Division II, which is a record. Cal State Dominguez Hills.
No balls, 2 strikes. Robin Ventura holds the all-time collegiate record for most consecutive games with a hit at 58. As Pilar pops this one up. Alvarez just points and runs out of the way. Ibar takes charge, 2 outs.
It's well done by Alvarez. Redmond early in the game tried to call for that one, then had to stumble his way out of the way.
Yeah.
Pop up, point up, and get out of the way. See, I told you, tremendous athletes, pitchers. And look how quickly he got out of the way.
And the whole pointing up thing is crucial because everyone's looking at him when the ball's in the air.
Well, we see
looking for the direction of the ball.
The best is when you see a pitcher pointing up when the ball's
a home run
40 rows deep and out of the ballpark. Well, we know it's a fly ball somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. 2 balls and no strikes on Tollefson. A couple of hits for him. Toronto has racked out a total of 17 hits this afternoon. And that is out to straightaway center field, hit well. Trout moves back, shy of the track, makes the catch, and a 1-2-3 inning. The first of the afternoon for the Angels. We head to the ninth. Mike Trout to lead things off, and the Angels down 10-6. The lefty takes over for Steve Delabar, and Cecil becomes the 5th reliever used by John Gibbons tonight. Or this afternoon, I should say. Pitching in his 16th game, 1-2 record of .375 ERA, 12 innings, 13 strikeouts, 4 walks. He's allowed 11 hits in those 12 innings, and has a couple of saves under his belt. He's a former starter. Been used pretty much out of the pen exclusively over the last couple of seasons, and he'll be facing 2, 3, and 4 in the 9th inning for the Angels. Trout, Pujols, and Calhoun. Ezekiel Carrera takes over in right for Chris Colabello. Weston Smoke, new first baseman, former Mariner. Shot headless today, 0 for 4. We're looking to strike. Cecil, a supplemental first-round pick by Toronto back in 07. 1 ball, 1 strike. Former product of the University of Maryland. Closer for that team. Won 15 games for the Blue Jays back in 2010, making 28 starts. His last season as a starter was 2011. As a full-time starter anyway. 1 and 2.
And he settled in this relieving role pretty solid. Fastball not overpowering, 88 to 92 range, cut fastball, which he throws a lot of, curveball, changeup.
Trout pulls this one to third, backhanded by Donaldson. 1 down.
Donaldson has that strong throwing arm from third base, former catcher. although he has made 7 errors in that position this year. Definitely one of the strongest throwing arms in that position.
Albert 2 for 4 with a single and a home run. His 7th of the year in the 4th inning. Game 2 tomorrow night. Aaron Sanchez going for Toronto. Hector Santiago going for the Angels. Pretty good distance between Pujols and Bautista and their 2 home runs today.
Well, we said the baseball was carrying pretty well during batting practice. Ed had crushed one too.
1-2. Three home runs in the game for the Angels. Pujols, Inet, and Freeze. 1-2 pitch. Albert checked his swing. Evens up the count. Jared Weaver will get to start on Wednesday night, and then Matt Shoemaker on Thursday night. And after that, it's off to Boston for a 3-game set beginning Friday night. He went around. Albert doesn't like the call. 2 outs. The Angels down to the last out.
See if he indeed went. Yep. Across the plate. Again, you don't have to ask for an appeal to the first base umpire.
So 2 outs, nobody on it. Cole Calhoun up. He will look at the strike. Cole a 1 for 4 game, had a double back in the 4th, the 7th of the year. Oh, 1. This is down the left field line, slicing toward the seats. No balls, 2 strikes on Cole. Should he reach, David Cruz stands on deck. One and 2. The pitching today as good as it's been. Letting the Angels down. And really from starter through the bullpen. Except for being Alvarez had a 1-2-3-8 inning. CJ gave up 10 loud hits in his 5 innings. It's been 4 runs.
It's been a long time since there's been a struggle from the staff.
Oh, fouls it back. Morin almost got through that 6th inning with a lead. But then the back-to-back walks on 8 straight pitches came back to haunt. Pistano struggled with command as well. And an inning, just a third of an inning, I should say, he gave up a run. Moore in charge with 3. Ramos charged with 2. 1-2 pitch. Cole strikes out swinging, and the Blue Jays take game 1 by the final of 10-6.
I think what this came down to is that Toronto offense, which is so dangerous, with 200 runs scored coming in this game, we're hitting the ball too well. They really win this first game of this 4-game series. The next 3 will be a lot of fun. Maybe some fireworks, but that man right there, Josh Donaldson, had some words for some Angels. This will be fun the next 3 games.
Halos dropped the opening game of this 4-game set, 10-6. The final. Stick around. Patrick O'Neill and Jose Mota will break it down for you. The Angels Live postgame coming up next.